We know that guy. He knows the guy. We know the guy's in $15. Little man, put it in my hand.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious times actors spoofed their most iconic roles.
How did you get here?
I'm not quite sure where here is, sir, but I don't think you want to know.
For this list, we'll be looking at actors who invited audiences to laugh with them by parodying some of their most beloved and/or memorable performances. Do you have a favorite parody or spoof of an iconic movie moment? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Danny Glover. Lethal Weapon is the first in a series of buddy cop movies starring Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. The film was a big hit with moviegoers across the country, holding the #1 spot at the box office for 3 weeks on initial release. One of the film's most memorable lines was the repeated catchphrase of Danny Glover's character Roger Murtaugh,
I'm too old for this shit.
The line would later be repeated by Glover in the 1994 film Maverick, referencing his iconic character in a way that served as a fun wink and nudge to fans in the know.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Number 9. Kevin Bacon.
Hey everyone, my name is Ren McCormick.
Robot Chicken is a show known for its animated spoofs of popular media. From SpongeBob SquarePants to The Simpsons, no show or movie is safe from the show's stop-motion parodies. These animated segments will often cast new actors to play the roles of iconic characters, but every once in a while, they get an actor on board willing to reprise their own role in stop-motion. One such actor was Kevin Bacon, who reprised his role as Ren McCormick from Footloose in a Peanuts-themed skit.
Look, I'm Kevin Bacon's character from Footloose.
In the short bit, Ren is appalled to find that the Peanuts gang's dancing just consists of them repeating the same move over and over again, and decides that a town with no dancing might be better after all.
Sorry guys, I gotta get out of here. I would rather move back to a town with no dancing than stay here.
Number 8. Winona Ryder. It's not often that an actor gets to reprise one of their roles 30 years after the original film, but Winona Ryder did just that when she played her character Kim from Edward Scissorhands in 2021.
Edgar, you're gonna be late.
If you're hearing this and confused about how you missed the release of an Edward Scissorhands sequel, don't worry. This role reprisal wasn't for a film, but for a Super Bowl commercial advertising the all-electric Cadillac Lyric.
Meeting would not end.
Johnny Depp was notably absent, but in his place, the ad introduced Edward and Kim's son, Edgar Scissorhands, played by Dune star Timothée Chalamet.
And Edgar drove off into the sunset. But don't worry, he still makes it home in time for dinner.
Number 7. Kyle MacLachlan. Twin Peaks is a really one-of-a-kind show that managed to captivate audiences in the 90s with its intriguing mystery and surrealistic horror.
Well, there's no logic at work here, Andy. Let that one go.
Its strange humor and eccentric characters helped to gain it a cult following that has remained as strong as ever 3 decades after the series' end. During the series' initial run, star Kyle MacLachlan had become well known enough that he got the chance to host Saturday Night Live, on which he did a skit parodying what was then his most famous role.
Consumed 15 donuts today, Diane. All jelly. I'll be injecting my insulin in 4 minutes.
In the sketch, a man turns himself in as the killer of Laura Palmer, solving the show's central mystery, but is turned away by Agent Dale Cooper, who refuses to believe in an easy answer.
Harry, I've got it. I'll throw this rock at the window. If it breaks, Leo is innocent. Leo, you're free to go.
Number 6. Robert Patrick. Have you seen this boy? May seem like a pretty generic line on its own, but when said by Terminator 2 star Robert Patrick, it immediately calls to mind the iconic action thriller. This was especially true in 1992, only a year after the sequel had released, when Patrick asked the question of Wayne in the SNL-based comedy Wayne's World.
Have you seen this boy?
The scene doesn't have much of an impact on the film's plot, being a last-minute on-set addition, but amused audiences regardless, with the successful sci-fi blockbuster still fresh on their minds. Robert Patrick would later go on to reprise his role as the T-1000 again in Last Action Hero alongside Terminator 2 co-star Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jack! Did you see that?
Number 5. The casts of Pixar films. There are few studios as consistently self-referential as Pixar.
Well then, let's climb aboard.
The Pizza Planet truck featured in their first feature film Toy Story is present in some form in almost every film they have made since. In-world companies like By and Large from WALL-E have also existed in multiple Pixar films. Meanwhile, the end credits of Cars brought back some of the casts of previous Pixar flicks to voice car-themed spoofs of iconic scenes.
Oh man, whoever does the voice of that piggy truck, I'm telling you, he's one great actor.
To fit with the theme, many of the movies parodied were given more fitting in-world titles, like Toy Car Story or Monster Trucks, Inc. The only film to keep its title in the Cars world is, of course, A Bug's Life, which features Flick as a VW bug.
Wait a minute here. They're just using the same actor over and over. What kind of a cut-rate production is this?
Number 4. The cast of Degrassi, The Next Generation. For anyone who grew up in the 2000s, it should come as no surprise that Drake started out his career as an actor on the teen drama Degrassi, The Next Generation. The show featured the rapper as a student who uses a wheelchair after getting shot by a fellow classmate. It was a hit with its demographic and the beginning of a very successful career for Drake.
Look, me and the mic, we coexist. My flow is a glass box.
In 2018, he paid homage to his roots in I'm Upset, a music video featuring a number of actors from the show hanging out at a school reunion. He got revenge on Abram Ellis, who played the shooter, and also invited comedic duo Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, who had guest starred on the show. Number 3. John Hurt.
What's the matter? The food ain't that bad, baby.
If you've seen Alien, you probably remember the chestburster scene. It's a tense and terrifying moment in the sci-fi horror film where the crew members of the Nostromo are finally forced to confront the gravity of their situation. In addition to being one of Alien's most iconic scenes, it's also one of the most iconic scenes of John Hurt's career, and one that he would later go on to parody in the Mel Brooks comedy Spaceballs.
Hey, what's wrong with this guy? I don't know! Bring him some water! Water my ass! Bring this guy some Pepto-Bismol!
Unlike the creature in Alien, the chestburster in Spaceballs is more interested in entertaining than it is attacking, immediately donning a Panama straw boater and singing the Tin Pan Alley song, Hello My Baby.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss, my wine. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Number 2. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You really believe that you're inside a movie, don't you?
Yes!
It would be impossible to talk about Robert Patrick's cameos as the T-1000 without also giving a nod to Arnold Schwarzenegger's film full of self-parody, Last Action Hero. The meta-comedy was reportedly inspired by The Simpsons' ability to destroy genres even as it embraced them, and served as an action film that satirized the very same genre. The film was executive produced by Schwarzenegger, who also played the starring role and featured references to Total Recall, Commando, and The Running Man, among others. The film even featured an advertisement for an alternate version of Terminator 2 starring Sylvester Stallone instead of Arnie.
No! It isn't possible!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The cast of The Office. Who knew Creed from The Office bought drugs from Jesse Pinkman?
I know. Hey, my crystal meth got here, guys. No, it's not.
Award shows for film and television have a long history of poking fun at their nominees. The jokes help to add some levity to what could otherwise be a pretty formal, stuffy night of celebrities giving each other golden statues. In a lot of cases, these comedy bits naturally age over time, including spoofs of movies and shows that failed to maintain their popularity in the years that followed.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I get the question. What do you mean by work? Am I saying that word right? Work?
The Office-themed skit from the 63rd Primetime Emmy Awards is one of the few that still holds up a decade after its initial airing, and includes iconic characters from The Office, Parks and Recreation, Breaking Bad, and Game of Thrones.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.